Alright guys, so I haven't really done much today. Well, I kind of did. I woke up this morning, I went for a run, I did a little working out, I cooked breakfast, I had some family members in town from Virginia, so I went and saw them for a little bit, and now I just got out the shower, and I think I'm going to go and cook myself a nice dinner today. So I'm about to head to the grocery store. First, I'm going to go to the deli, and then I'm going to hit the grocery store. I'll introduce you guys to my boy Pop. He's a Spanish fellow that owns the local deli thing that I've been going to for years, and he's the man. He's awesome as hell. So I am heading over there now. Go see Pop and see what's good, and then probably go to the supermarket as well. I gotta see what I got actually in the fridge. Let's see what we got. Ground beef. Oh, okay, we got chicken. Fucking frozen solid though. Maybe we'll get something different for today. Something nice, you know what I mean? Something nice. I don't feel like I don't have time to wait for that thing to defrost. What time is it right now? 3 o'clock? Man, that fucking thing won't be defrosted till tomorrow, but I am gonna actually take that out for tomorrow. So now, alright, we're off. I actually haven't been driving the Mustang this weekend, surprisingly. Even though I'm about to not be able to drive it. I've been driving my mom's little Solstice. It's a beautiful day. I might even drop the top on it, honestly. I kinda want to actually. I think I am gonna. But then again, I gotta put it back up because I'm going to the grocery store. If I wasn't going to the grocery store, I would drop the top. Right here. It's a sweet little car. I'll give you guys a better view, but I gotta get rolling because if I'm gonna cook a real dinner, good dinner, then I gotta go get my ingredients. I'm actually a pretty fucking good cook. I guess you guys wouldn't, other than seeing me fry some fish and shit, you guys wouldn't really know. Because I haven't really been cooking lately and haven't been filming it for sure, but we're gonna make some fancy shit tonight, folks, for the love. So we are heading to the deli right now. Anyway, yeah, some family members were in town from Virginia. I haven't seen them in a long time. I was kind of getting a judgy feeling from them. I don't know if they actually were being judgy, but if they felt judgy. I didn't tell them about my DUI coming up or anything like that, but like they saw my tattoos and no formal education and kind of just felt like, I don't know. It felt weird. Definitely didn't feel like, hey, I haven't seen you in forever. How you doing? It wasn't like a very warm feeling reception, which is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't really give a shit. I was just saying it was a little weird for a family reunion. They're nice people. I'm not saying that they're mean or bad or anything like that. Just didn't feel very warm. So yeah. So now we are heading over to my boy Pop's Deli. There's two of them. I call them both Poppy. One of them's name's Juan. I forget other Pop's name, honestly, because I've just been calling him Poppy since he opened the deli fucking 10 years ago, 12 years ago. So, I guess it was about 10 years ago now. So now I am heading over there to say what's up to him, see if sometimes he's got some fresh herbs. Every once in a while he makes like some good ass Peruvian food, ceviche and shit like that, all kinds of random shit. Why are these people running? We got weirdos running. I think they're exercising, but it looked like the one dude was running from the other. So I don't fucking know what's good. But alright, I'm about to pop in here real quick. I'm switch the camera around and keep it rolling. Alright guys, so Pop actually wasn't at the store. His wife was there, who's I'm cool with, but not nearly as cool. But I looked at their ingredients and they ain't really got much right now. So I'm on my way to the Acme, our local Acme. And I'm gonna get some good, nice, fresh herbs. Probably gonna make some nice spaghetti and clams. I haven't made it in a while. It's one of my specialties, one of my favorites. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm on my way down to Acme. Hold on, there's a cop right here. Alright, I passed him. So I'll get us some nice fucking, my best friend Brad, he's been my best friend literally since birth. Our dads grew up together. Their dads were really good friends. So, I mean, our family's been friends for generations, literally. And this kid's literally like my brother. Last night, by the way, that shit I was telling you guys about where all my friends went out and I decided not to, ended up being a shit show. They said it was just a fucking train wreck, so thank God I didn't go out, you know? I was a little, yeah, I guess you guys couldn't really tell, but I was a little bummed. I was like, fuck, man, I should've went out, blah, blah, blah. And sure enough, man, I didn't miss a damn thing except fighting and nonsense. So I'm honestly happy I stayed home. So I'm about to walk into the grocery store. I'll try and film a little bit, but yeah, I'll try and film as much as I can. But I'm walking in now, so let me get situated and I'll be back. These guys right here that we might end up having to do. This is Alright, I guess we're gonna settle on these. Usually do fresh, but I think I'm just gonna have to go with canned clams for today. Yeah, it's gonna have to be the move, folks. I think I have one can at the house. I think it's a different brand. I don't want them to taste fucking different. I mean, their clams are fucking clams. Clams and clam juice should be the same, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna buy 3 of them. Yeah, buy 3 of these, and fuck it, I'm just gonna throw the extra ones in there that I have just for the love. Now I need to go get wine. Honestly, even though I'm not huge, I don't even want to buy the shit because I don't want people to think I'm drinking, but I need it to cook. So I'll see if I can find a really small one. All I need is like a half a cup. So that's the word, folks. I'm gonna go check out. Guys, so I just got back in the car and I'm gonna make a bomb ass meal with only have spent $20.24. Like I said, my best friend, who's pretty much like family, is like my brother, is coming over for dinner. He dealt with that nightmare of a situation last night that I, you know, intelligently declined to be part of. I left when I knew when to leave, so thank God. That was always an issue for me prior to lately. So now I am going to head home and just chill for a little bit. I'm not gonna start cooking because he's probably not gonna be over for quite some time, but I got I'm gonna make some spaghetti and clams, clams and linguine. Like I said, it's one of my specialties. I make it really well, and it's one of my favorite things to eat. Seafood's my favorite, all seafood. Really, I'll pretty much eat anything, but I'm very particular in the fact that it has to be cooked right. Seafood's one of those things that if it's not cooked right, then it's gonna be fucking terrible, you know? Nobody wants super fishy fish. I get fish is gonna be a little bit kind of fishy depending on what kind of fish you have, but there's ways to make that flavor a good flavor and not a funky one. And a lot of people don't realize that, you know? You can't make it too bland, you know? Because that's the only thing you'll fucking taste. Seasoning and everything is very important. Clams, they're not really fishy. They have their own flavor to them, definitely. The key to making good spaghetti and clams is making sure you also use the juice along with the clams meat itself. And some olive oil. And another trick that I'll show you guys with it being really good is once it's all made, don't just pour the sauce over the pasta and serve it. You pour the sauce over the pasta and then you heat it for a little bit. Not on high heat, on very low heat, but you heat it and you stir and you stir and you heat. And what that does, you know, you're going to want to leave your pasta a little bit more al dente. And then what that does is it softens up the pasta to the point where you want it, and it also cooks that flavor into the pasta, because clams and spaghetti and clams is a very oily, wet kind of sauce. It's not real sticky, and it comes out fucking slamming. I opted out of getting wine, like actual wine, and I just bought a small bottle of cooking wine. I've never actually cooked with cooking wine before. I always used real wine because I drink it while I cook with it, you know. So that's gonna be new for me. Hopefully it's not terrible, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm making some changes, so I might have to sacrifice, but if it sucks, I'm not gonna ruin a good dish with it, you know. I'll use it this time, and if it's not as good as I like it, then next time I will go back to normal wine and just get the smallest bottle I can find. Even if I gotta get 2 of those real small ones that are the size of fucking, you know, a soda or something, I'll do that if I have to. You know, like them small Sutter Home bottles and shit that they have, because, you know, I'm not gonna let it destroy my cooking. I still enjoy eating food that's cooked with alcohol. I don't want to drink it, but I don't mind eating shit that's cooked with it, you know what I mean? So the quality of the dishes is very important for me. So that's something that I don't want to have to sacrifice, is the way my food tastes, because I cook good ass food. My dad always cooked great food. He kind of should, you know, I kind of learned from watching him for so many years throw shit together before he passed away. And I was young. I mean, he passed away when I was 13, but I paid attention, you know. And then once I didn't really cook for a long time. And then when I was like 16, I started dabbling. And the older I got, the more into cooking I got. And then, you know, I go through phases sometimes where I'll be fucking, you know, young Bobby Flay for a week or 2 straight. You know, fucking making omelets with cremini mushrooms and fresh basil and fresh parmesan and, you know, fresh garlic and shit like that, and they come out amazing, you know. So there's times when I get on my little cooking spats and I refuse to eat bland shit. Then there's other times that I'm like, you know, I'm gonna do the healthy thing and just eat fucking, like, you know, lightly seasoned chicken and vegetables and shit like that. But most of the time it's me cooking some good. So I'll try to start filming more of my cooking for you guys. Not that it's anything fucking extravagant, but I cook some pretty fucking good food, if I do say so myself. Just in general. So I'm gonna show you guys how I chef it today. Like I said, this is one of my specialties. This is one of my favorites. So I'm excited. I'm pumped. I haven't had clams, spaghetti and clams in a while. It'd be nice to have some nice fresh clams. And a friend of mine was at my grandma's house earlier. He's like a family friend that kind of stays and helps look after her here and there. Was shucking clams, but you need the real tiny baby guys, because the big fucking clams are like rubber. They're tough. They're super, super tough. And they're not good for eating. They're good for fishing, and they're good for, like, I heard, like, soups, like, you know, good soups, because they cook for a long time and they soften up when they're cooking for a long time, you know, like when they're submerged and cooking in a chowder or something like that. But when it comes to things like spaghetti and clams, where, you know, it's not cooked forever, you want little cherry stones, or like baby the little guys, you know, little necks, shit like that. Nothing huge, you know. You can't go to the bait shop and buy quality clams to eat, you know. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna be home any minute now. I'm gonna unload all the little bag of groceries I got. Like I said, it was only like $20, and start kind of prepping a little bit. You know, I'm not gonna start cooking right now, but I'm gonna start prepping. So, by the way, I'm still smoking. I'm trying to quit. I've been cutting down. I've only been smoking like 4 cigarettes a day, opposed to a pack a day. But it ain't easy. You know what I mean? The vaporizer helps, but it ain't doing it for me. You know? I don't know. I heard that Juul, the Juul, is a really good way to quit, because it still gives you that throat hit like a cigarette does, because it's salt nicotine and not just that juice, what fucking liquid nicotine in it or whatever. But I don't want to spend any more money on smoking devices. The reason I went to that little store earlier is because I had to grab a couple cigarettes. So that's what I did. I went and grabbed some bogeys. So now I am heading to the house. I'm in, like I said, I'm in my mom's little sports car. I'll show you guys when I get out of it. It's a cool little car. It's fun to drive. Sorry if the camera's a little off. It's like sitting on the fucking air conditioning and heating knobs right now, because I didn't want to have to hold it. In my car, it doesn't work as well as this one. I wish my car did work as well as this one as far as holding this phone like this, because I could sit here and talk to you guys all day, make my fucking videos an hour long. Not that anybody wants to watch an hour long fucking video anyway. But the point is I could if I wanted to with this car. I was going to drop the top and cruise, but I was at the grocery store, and just my luck, a seagull was shit on this nice fucking leather interior or something like that while I was in there, or I'd have to put it up, and this top's a little wonky. I gotta kind of fuck with it to get it up and down right. So I decided not to, unfortunately. But yeah, like I said, my best friend's gonna come over. He hasn't seen the bike. He's been super busy. I've been, doing what I'm doing. He works. I have Vivint with me, but he does inspections, and since they moved our office over to Mount Laurel, I haven't seen him nearly as much because I don't have to go up there, only for like truck stocks and shit like that, whereas he has to go up there every single day to get his paperwork and shit. I used to be an inspection tech like him, actually. That's how I got the job at Vivint. His brother Jimmy was the lead and gave us all jobs under him. Me, Brad, Nestor, we all worked there, and it was fun. We had a blast. And then they were like kind of trying to cut our department in half. We were doing so well and knocking out so many jobs, the workload started to go down because we crushed our backlog. So this new position came up, and instead of, I could have kept my job, you know what I mean, and wouldn't have been any different. But those guys, they what's it called? But one of, like, Brad, probably, who's, like I said, my best friend who's coming over, would have probably had to be let go if they didn't take the new position that nobody wanted. So I took it. That's the datacom shit that you guys see me doing every day, or that I tell you guys I do every day. Jackpots that I don't really show much of my job, but there's the day I showed you how to reset the bridges and shit like that, and the solar edge system. That's really all I kind of do. Unless I'm helping one of the other service guys out with wire pulls or helping them out with installs, but I don't really film that because that shit's really hands-on, and like I said, people don't really want you filming their houses. Unless you find like an old Bobcat that's fucking all about the vlog life, which is, come on now, what are the chances of that, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But anyway, guys, I just pulled up to the house. I'm going to finish this cigarette. I'm going to go in there and start kind of prepping. So, I will see you guys in, 1 second. I guess for this video, it'll be 1 second. Guys, so here's my ingredients. I got a fresh garlic, lemons, fresh organic parsley, linguine for the salt, for the pasta. And we got, that's the can I already had. And we got 3 of these, minced, 1 chopped. Alright, so I'm gonna chop this this garlic. I'm gonna cut the parsley. I gotta cut the lemons in half. I gotta get the zest off of the peel, and get the juice out of them. I'm gonna videotape it all though. I'll probably put it on time lapse because it's gonna be a while. Guys, so we got our lemon zest here. We got our lemon juice here, fresh. I didn't chop the parsley. I did remove it from the stem, but I didn't chop it yet. And we got our chopped garlic. Oh, shit, sorry. So now I am gonna start prepping the clam juice and all that, the clams and all that shit. Even though they're already chopped and everything, so most of my job's done for me. getting this thing rolling, guys. It's gonna be really good when it's done. I wish you guys could eat it. Guys, now I'm gonna chop the parsley. I don't think I need to time lapse this. It shouldn't take too long. If I can find where I put the rest of the guys. It's like a handful. Is what I wrote down last time I made it. So, really handful. Can't you see? Probably should have took all the stems off, because who the fuck wants to eat stems, so I'm going to leave them out. That might take a little bit. Jack of all trades, folks, master of none. Anyway, guys, I guess, you know, this doesn't have to be all silent and weird. You guys don't have to watch me. I'm watching, like, fucking, I watch a lot of ID Discovery. My mom got me into it. We call it Death and Despair TV because it's always about like all those murder shows and shit like that if you're not familiar with it. It's pretty interesting to watch how fucked up people are though. And the reasons why they're fucked up and the shit they do. Like I never got why these people risk going to jail for life over like killing like their spouses and shit. Like that's just crazy. Like just leave them. How is that hard? You know what I mean? Just fucking I'd rather be broke and not in jail than broke and in jail, you know what I mean? Like either way. You're losing everything if you get caught. You know what I mean? At least you only lose half and then you have to deal with a fucking cunt of an ex-wife forever, or ex-husband even, but like dude, why go to jail forever? That's just crazy. I should have definitely did this prior. Let's see if I can just get some weed out here. Oh, that should go. How much would you pay for this #1 system for freaky skin? You won't pay $200 or even $100. Order Creperie right now, and you can see amazing results like this on your body. Some weird ass infomercial going on right now. I know you guys hear that weird shit in the background. I don't know why it's taking so long for the show to come back on. Hopefully they don't have 1,000 weird infomercials. You get all of this for only $59.95. What kind of you can save even more? Call in the next 5 minutes, and your price drops to just $39.95 for everything you see here. And if you order right now, your shipping is free. Creperie comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. If you're not astonished with your results, usually I would chop on the chopping board to save this countertop, but it's so easy to chop this shit that it's not even necessary. I'm not putting any force into it. But you saw with the garlic though, you gotta kind of put some elbow grease into chopping that fine. You don't want big chunks of garlic. I'm probably gonna mince it a little bit better than I have it. I'm pretty particular about that. Nobody wants a chunk of garlic, you know. Not that garlic's bad. I love garlic. Don't get me wrong, but it's just something overpowering if not done in moderation. You know what I mean? All right, so let's chop parsley a little bit better. Please mind your fingers, folks. No meal's worth a fingertip. I don't care what the hell you're making. Ooh, almost got myself there. Almost disobeyed my own rule. Gotta be careful, folks. Gotta be careful. Alright, that's chopped. That is all chopped up, my folks. Alright, so we're keeping it moving. Get all these stems out of here. Nobody likes stems in their food. And now we are on to the next. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm so always burping lately. I know you guys notice it. I burp like 3 times every video. I don't even eat that much or drink that much or anything to burp as much as I do. I guess I'm just a gassy motherfucker. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna stop rolling for a little bit and get my ducks in a row. And I almost started without you, my bad. Alright, so I threw the butter in with the olive oil, and now I am gonna dump the garlic in there. The trusty wooden spoon. I'm gonna stir that up real good. That buttermilk, that garlic cooking. Oh man, I wish you guys could smell this right now. Already smells delicious, and I barely did anything. See if I can maybe get that just a little bit higher. Kind of. If I stand over here, you guys can actually see me. So we're just chefing a little bit right now. In a minute. Oh, hold on. I gotta wash this out. This has oil in it. It's gotta have wine in it.
It's critical that you call Homeowner Protection Services now. Homeowner Protection Services has a network of attorneys, and our agents are available to speak to you now. New laws are in effect that may save your home. So call Homeowner Protection Services now.
smells heavenly already.
What is your lotion wish? I want coconut oil, cocoa butter, shea butter, and no more real fun. We listen. New Goat Bond Radiance Renewal gently exfoliates, then a triple layer moisturizers helps prevent dry skin all day. New Goat Bond Radiance Renewal.
Alright. Quarter cup of wine. Alright, let's see how this cooking wine performs. Like I said, I've never used that. Or is it half cup? I believe it's a half cup. Hold on. I wrote this down last time I did it on my phone to perfect my recipe. Give me a cup of wine, so. See how this shit is. Never used it before. Always used real wine. And now, we got that in there. Not the best, but it'll do. We add our clam juice from each can.
Tell us the truth. Tell us what happened. And he said, well, I want to talk to my wife.
Mark doesn't say anything else. Instead, he phones Kathy.
Kathy is very clear that her husband is in deep, deep trouble. Did you sleep with him? And Mark says, yes. And Kathy's flabbergasted, utterly stunned at that. And she says sarcastically,
Yes.
Not say another word.
Investigators have a good idea of what Mark told his wife.
Alright.
Without a clear confession, their hands are tied until they can find the body.
The cooking wine's a little weird, but
More than
it is what it is. Alright, so I'm gonna stop this for a little bit while this gets ready and the pasta water boils, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, we're all done. I was gonna show you the whole process, but I got so into cooking I didn't even realize. Before I knew it, I was like, oh shit, I probably should have filmed the rest of that process for the gang. Just waiting for my cousin to get here, so we can eat and chill and relax. I'm gonna try some right now. I didn't even try it yet. Hands down, one of my favorite meals. So good. Try it sometime. What's the word?
Shit, man. Chilling, ready to fucking dine.
Fucking A, bro.
Dine,
We
dinner.
had some dinner. How was dinner?
Dinner was finito. It was great.
Now we're chilling. We went out to the bike and we're fucking with it, and then the kill switch wasn't working, so we pulled off the gas tank and we had to fix a connection, but it's working again. I didn't have my phone with me, so I couldn't record it. But we're about to chill and watch some fucking comedy, some stand-up comedy and Mac. So that's probably gonna be it for the video today, folks. But I'll see you tomorrow. So brother Bilo just left a couple minutes ago. I came up here, got into my sweats and shit to go to bed in. Court's tomorrow. I'm not really as worried as I thought I'd be at this point. You know what I mean? I accepted it. Definitely learned a lesson from all this. It's unfortunate that it took me to this to learn that lesson. But, you know, some lessons come easy, some lessons come hard. I'm just thankful I learned. Just sucks to, you know, because, like, shit, if the judge watched these vlogs, he'd know that I'm genuinely, you know, remorseful of it, and I know that it was stupid, and, you know, I know that I don't want to drink anymore. Unfortunately, for the judge, he's going to do his job, and his job is to sentence people, and, you know, second offense, it's tough to even get any kind of help, you know, not because they don't want to help you, but because there's strict mandatories. So it is what it is, you know. I'm not tripping on it. I'll videotape in the morning. I'll videotape afterwards. I won't be able to videotape, obviously, in court, but I'll show you guys getting ready for court. throw my suit and trouble in a 3-piece. I don't think I'm gonna wear the vest though. I don't want to appear cocky. I might just get it postponed again. I'm hoping I just get it postponed again, but we will see. So, yup, that's where we're at. Now I am gonna go to bed because I'm beat. Sorry guys, I'm tired. It's been a long day. I did some running in the morning and then like actual running and working out, and then I went and saw some family, and then I came home and chilled for a little bit, and then I decided I was gonna cook. And that's when I went to the store and cooked, and then Bilo came over. We ate, we chilled, we watched some Louis C.K. stand up. He had to get up early for work tomorrow, so he took off, and here we are, just kind of Sunday dinner with my Bilo, with my brother. So that's what we did. He did help me out though, big time with the bike. Today, we got it kicking, and at first it didn't want to kick over. Finally, she kicked over. I hadn't started it. I didn't start it all day yesterday. Well, all day today and most of yesterday. So it was kind of expected, you know. But it did kick over, and then it didn't want to stop. And I'm pressing this button. I'm like, man, this thing just fucking worked yesterday. What the fuck could it be? So we took apart the switch, the button, the kill switch button, and everything looked good. I cleaned up the contacts anyway, inside of it, and then I was like, dude, it has to be under the gas tank. So we popped the gas tank off, and sure enough, one of the connections pulled out of one of those butt connectors, but you butt it into one side, and it has the circle that you would fasten something to it. It pulled out, so luckily my dear old father has thousands of those things out there. Just one of the many things that ended up coming in handy of his that was out in my shed. So we found one that fit through the screw. Boom, popped it on, crimped it. It was nice and tight. Popped that thing back on, put it together. We kicked it over and then hit that kill switch right off. And I was like, thank God, you know. One less thing I did not feel like fucking replacing, because at this point, why? Oh, I don't want to have to keep spending any more money. Not that it's a big deal. That probably wouldn't have been, but I don't want to keep having to work on it anymore. As much as I loved rebuilding it, I want to ride it, you know? I don't mind doing the things that I knew I had to do, but I hate when new problems arise. So hopefully that's it for that. No more issues with that. Anyway, guys, I'm fucking tired. I gotta get some sleep. I got a big day tomorrow. Wish me luck, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, folks.